What's up, everybody? Welcome into post-show headlines, Birds pregame edition. It's been like 85 years since we've been able to say that. Eagles coming off the bye, and they will be taking on the Packers in Lambeau tonight. So we got you covered. 5 downs, 2 minutes apiece. Then we get the hell out of here. Please like and subscribe.
We love it when you like and subscribe. All right, Andrew, you wouldn't be able to tell it, but the Eagles' offensive attack has been, some people are pleased with it. Some people are lukewarm on it. I feel it's been incredibly erratic all year. I'm not pleased. And when I look at what Detroit did, where their head coach literally said, I'll call plays because I can't trust this guy, I wonder why Nick Sirianni doesn't have the guts to do that at times. So the Eagles' offensive attack tonight, after the bye week, after time to self-scout, tell me what it's going to be led by tonight. Led by what?
Led by new ideas and creativity.
Tell me about the new ideas and creativity that you see in your head that they're going to use tonight.
They have, last year, they were able to just impose their will on teams. They have not been able to do that this year, and I don't think it's going to ever look as smooth as it did last season.
Sure.
And that's okay, because last year, Saquon Barkley was literally on pace to breaking Eric Dickerson's rushing record.
It was a standout year.
Right? So, I never expected it to be that good as it was last year. So I think they had to realize during their self-scouting week, and you saw it against Minnesota and New York, the final 2 games before the bye, that they weren't just going to out-physical everybody, which is what Nick Sirianni said a lot last year. The predictability thing, I do believe there was an arrogance of, we're just going to beat them. Right. We don't have to do certain things. We'll be able to just win. And if you think back to last year, the Rams-Ravens or that Steelers game, they did show different wrinkles. And you have 2 games, one in Lambeau against the Packers tonight, and next week to meet an even more difficult game against the Lions, where you're going to have to open up the playbook and not just be like, oh, yeah, the first page on Madden, we can win because we're that good.
When I hear about the Eagles self-scouting, though, last year was the offensive line telling them, Coach, this is what we need to do, and it worked.
Coach listening.
And then this year, it's about an injury to your center that caused them to then go under center, which then said, oh boy, it opens up the offense a lot. We're not as predictable. To me, I wonder, is it self-scouting or is it just stumbling into being lucky? I got to be honest. Is it? We give them a lot of credit for self-scouting. It seems like they stumble into a lot of the changes that work for them.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a lot of bad teams in the NFL.
Yeah, there are.
That can self-scout or stumble, and they don't. Right?
I got you.
The Eagles are a good football team.
They are. They're a good team.
All right, second down. Jaelan Phillips makes his debut for the Philadelphia Eagles. Is it unfair to say I need him to make an impact in game 1? The reason why I say that is because they need him to, considering Zadarius Smith and was Patrick Johnson combined have more sacks than the rest of the team. They're not on the team anymore.
Can I ask you what the impact has to be? Does it have to show in tangible numbers on the score sheet? Or can his presence maybe free things up for other people to get home?
Well,
would that be
Well, first
acceptable?
off, I would expect him to get a sack first because we know, and we've talked about this a lot, the Eagles' pressure comes from the interior.
Sure.
So Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Moro, Ojomo.
Right.
And then they make quarterbacks go to the outside. So Jaelan Phillips is going to have to get maybe a sack tonight. But ultimately, hurries, pressures.
Okay.
Don't let Jordan Love be comfortable with a bunch of average wide receivers.
I think Phillips may run into one tonight because of the fact that Jordan Love's being flushed out.
Yeah.
Could be a situation. I'm excited to see him.
I can't
really
wait.
Excited to see him.
He's a dude, 6'5", 228 pounds. The dude is a beast.
I heard them the other day talking about it may have been on Unfiltered, about who he reminds you of. Because he really is his build is different.
Body, yeah.
His build is different. Maybe Sean Merriman? Somebody like that, but I don't know if he's as bulky, but it's going to be fun to watch.
Sean Merriman, big dude.
Oh, he's a monster.
Dude. All right, third down. Do we see differences in the second half? And by differences, that could be offense, defense. I'm not talking about who plays better in the second half. I'm talking about how it looks. So going back to sort of what you said in the first question, I think there will be more creativity because I don't think they can just impose their will anymore. I think there's going to have to be different looks from the Eagles offense in the second half? Or do you think there will be some copy pasting going on in the second half?
I think I'm going to call for it right now. Now, the numbers have been very poor, so this isn't exactly like I'm going out on a limb. I'll say the Eagles' sack numbers in the second half of the year will be 2.5 to 3 times better than they've been in the first half of the year.
Which, by the way, we
2.5
saw
to
that
3
last
times
year
better.
too.
Yeah, I think that guys will come around. Plus, Nolan Smith's going to be back eventually here. I'm looking at that and saying those numbers are what I see the significant change. And plus, I think as the secondary rounds into a little more depth and maybe in shape there, that's going to let the guys get home more. So I expect the defense to take bigger strides in the second half of the year than the offense.
I want to ask you a question that I asked Andrew DeCecco. This is a 3B.
Okay.
All right. There was a pre-snap penalty. We moved
Okay.
back a few yards. Adoree Jackson, Keely Ringo, Jacorian Bennett, Jair Alexander, Cooper DeJean to the outside. Look in your crystal ball. Who is the second starting outside corner in the first playoff game for the Philadelphia Eagles? If you remember, DeCecco said Jair Alexander last Friday, which we were both surprised by.
I'll say Jacorian Bennett.
It's kind of where I'm leaning.
I'm going to lean towards Bennett. And they thought so highly of him, they went out and made the aggressive move to get him quickly.
They liked him in the draft.
So they liked him in the draft, and then they go get him. I'm thinking Bennett, but the health could keep that from happening. Jair Alexander, by the way, he's a total healthy to play. So any spin of, they're worried about his knee. When you are a full participant in practice, the NFL team is telling you there's no issue with injury. So any spin that, well, the reason he didn't go to Green Bay, I think he's slow in the uptake as far as understanding what Vic Fangio wanted him to
coach's
do.
decision was also part of the report. They're probably trying to get him up to speed.
Right.
He'll probably watch the game from somewhere, get a bunch of film and all that kind of stuff. And it's an extra week of rehab for this knee. All right, what's fourth down?
Okay, you've been very chesty.
Yes.
You've been very chesty.
Almost took my shirt off.
Okay, so tell me the script that you see playing out tonight. I want to know, because I'm going to text you at some point.
Yeah.
Is the game following the script that's in your head? So I've got my popcorn out. Andrew, tell me how tonight's going to go.
I think they use the pass to set up the run today.
Okay.
I think A.J. Brown's over-under in receptions, fifth down is our betting, is 4.5.
Okay.
There was a lot of drama, as we know.
A lot of drama.
He did not play the final game because of the hamstring. He got an extra weeks of rests as well because of the bye week. I think they get things going early in the air, especially the colder it gets tonight. It's supposed to, at kickoff, what did I tell you?
So, I mean, the teens.
30 degrees,
teens,
but
it's going to
feels
feel
like 22 at kickoff.
Right.
As the game goes on, as the colder that game gets, I think they then turn to the run a little bit. And Saquon Barkley, maybe he doesn't finish with 120 yards, but maybe he has one of those like 20 for 80 days where you're going, I'll take that. And you get A.J. Brown gets his, Devontae Smith gets his. Maybe Dallas Goedert only has like 2 catches, but maybe they're impactful catches.
So you're saying by halftime, are you feeling good? If I text you at halftime, are you feeling good?
Yeah. I might put out the same tweet that I put out during the playoff game last year that pissed off everybody at halftime when I said this game's over.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it because it's just I'm wondering what kind of night's going to be. I'm telling you that 6 minutes to go, just like in the playoff game, 6 minutes to go, this game will be hanging in the balance.
6 minutes to go last year, I had my feet up.
I think either team can win in the last 6 minutes. I'm hoping that it's wrong, though. So where are you leaning in the fifth quarter?
So I have two.
I have
a little SGP.
Oh.
SGP for
I got one already on my bet parks.
I have Hurts is over in passing yards.
Okay, which is what?
193.5.
193.5.
Goddard's over in receiving yards of just 32.5. AJ over 4.5 receptions. Josh Jacobs, I do like his over in rushing yards. It's just 69.5. And then I have the Eagles money line because I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I think the Eagles win this football game. That's a 18 plus 1870 are the odds there.
You went really ballsy.
Yeah.
Because on the BetParks app, I went, how about these weird ones for you? Over a half passing touchdown for Jalen Hurts. The anytime touchdown for Jalen Hurts, because there's going to be a tush push. He's going in. And a Dallas Goedert touchdown.
Okay.
So right there, that's weird. That's 3 touchdowns on one. But but I'm also going to put in there that I think Saquon's over.
Well, Hurts half could be to Dallas Goddard.
Right.
So that's
Could be.
That knocks
There you
out,
go.
That
It
takes
better
out
be.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Better be.
All right, so tomorrow, post-show headlines will be the post-game edition where we react to what goes on tonight against the Green Bay Packers. This week's going to be a fast one because Sunday is Eagles-Lions, so Friday will be another pregame edition. So we have 2 pregame editions of post-show headlines in this week alone. We'll sneak in the listener-sent in questions on Thursday.
So we're there.
Tomorrow, post-game. So Wednesday will be like the one day we actually have to work. Is that okay?
That's it. We'll do it.
All right, everybody have a great rest of your day. Talk to you tomorrow.
Hey guys, Andrew Salciunas, host of Kincade and Salciunas. Just want to thank you for checking out all of our great videos that we have on our YouTube channel every single day. Make sure, if you can, please like and subscribe and check out all the videos that we have on our YouTube channel, whether it's for us, Kincade and Salciunas, of course, our midday show, as well as Unfiltered with Bill and Ricky.